All right, welcome back to the channel, guys. We have got to head to a job and replace a driveway, redo a driveway. So what we got going on is we got to get the skid steer loaded up. We got to get the bucket, the rake. I've already got a triaxle load of stone out there. But first, we have got some issues with the skid steer. So what we have got is this back roller right here. The bearings went out and that thing is getting hot. It's time to replace that thing, get that thing out of here, and clean up this undercarriage and inspect it. But we have got to take off the tracks, got to get this thing to the shop first. The part should be in shortly, so we're gonna do a quick little video on how to take apart or take off the track, replace that back roller, get the track back on, and get this thing out to the job site and ready to go. Do not forget your brake controller, very important. All right, so we have got the skid steer in the shop. Had to clean out the undercarriage a little bit, but this is the side that's all messed up down there, getting bearings hot and everything. So what you're gonna wanna do is jack this up in the front, the back. You see a lot of guys leave an attachment on. They'll curl this bucket down and then pick up the front of the machine. I like to just jack it up, put some blocks under it, just because it gives me a little more space to work right here with the arms not being down. So just keep that in mind if you guys have a open shop with concrete. Super helpful. You're gonna want to come down here. Once this is jacked up, you'll undo this bolt and then take this little panel off, and then inside that panel is a grease fitting. You'll take that grease fitting out and then grease will start to come out. I like to put a paper towel under there. I'll kind of show you whenever I get this set up, but that paper towel just catches a lot of the grease, so you're not left with a huge mess right there. Don't ever put your fingers where you wouldn't put other things. So like down there, no bueno, you know. We got blocks of wood, and then on the front we got a jack. We'll stick some wood under there. Always hate leaving things suspended by a jack. Always get a chunk of wood, throw that chunk of wood under there, because that jack can fail. The chunk of wood is more than likely not gonna fail. Okay, so this right here is that grease cert I was talking about. Take that out and then we'll squeeze this track together, and that will allow the track to decompress. And whenever that decompresses, then we can actually work it and get it off. We've already got grease coming out. Shop rag here, and folding that shop rag, tucking it up under here like this. This is what I do every time, just to keep all that grease from coming out. As you'll see, whenever this thing starts to pop out, that grease will just start shooting out of there. You really want to try not to have a whole mess. I just hate working in grease all the time. This works, it's a regular grease cert, and then shoots grease out of here, goes into that unit there. It's got a spring on the backside and a cylinder, and when you put grease in, it pushes this cylinder out. This whole piece right here will swivel back and forth, and so it pushes it out and tightens up the track. So we have to push it back in to loosen up the track. Get a ratchet strap, the heavy duty ones, not the little skimpy ones. And what you'll end up doing is taking your strap, put this strap center of the track under it, and then bring it back up and around, hook it to the other side. Nice and tight. All right, we got her put back on there. Everything's ready to go. Last step, we'll grease the machine, get it out on the job site, and then get to work. If you guys want to see some more of this kind of stuff, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.